So good day everyone. I'm here in front of you to discuss or tackle about exploring the core of math education as midterm recap. So we tackle first the two twin goals of mathematics education. So the first one is critical thinking and the second one is problem solving. So what can you say about critical thinking and problem solving? So the first one we have tackles is critical thinking. So critical thinking is the act or practice of thinking. So the problem solving also is even if you have obstacles in life and there is a way or there is a solution to solve on it. So critical thinking and problem solving are central of math teaching because they are the very essence of this subject. So math is not just about memorizing formulas or formulas. It's about understanding concepts, analyzing information, and finding a solution. So, so let's move on to curriculum content. So there is a five curriculum content, which is numbers and number scenes. The second one is measurement, and the third one is geometry, and the fourth one is patterns and algebra, and the fifth one is probability and statistics. So these five areas of mathematics are fundamental to understand the world around us. So the first one is numbers and number scenes. So the, found- the foundations of math, dealing with the meaning and relationship between numbers. So think kind of counting, place value, basic operations. That it, that that's it. So the the second one is measurement. So we also know that the measurement is about quantifying the size, weight, and other attributes of objects. So think that kind of rulers, scales, or measuring units. So so geometry is about understanding shapes, size, and how things fit together in a place. So think that kind of triangles, circles, measuring area, and value. So let's move on to patterns and algebra. So patterns and algebra is about identifying patterns, using variables to represent unknowns, and solving equations. So think that kind of sequences, finding the next numbers, writing equations, that's it. So the fifth one is probability and statistics. So probability and statistics is analyzing data, understanding the kind of what we call that kind of the livelihood of events and making predictions. So think that kind of charts, graphs, and data analysis. So kind of this area are interconnected and build upon each other. So providing a kind of providing a toolkit for solve problems and understanding the world. So that is the five five curriculum content. So Arena does a high level skills and processes. So the first one is knowing and understanding, and the second one is estimating, computing, and solving. And the third one is visualizing and modeling. And the fourth one is representing and communicating. And the fifth one is conjecturing, reasoning, providing, and decision making. And the sixth one is applying and connecting. So the first one is knowing and understanding. So knowing and understanding, it's all about the foundations of any learning process. It involves acquiring factual knowledge and developing a deep comprehension of concepts. Yeah, also principles and theories. So the second one is kind of estimating, computing, and solving. So it's also known as kind of this skill is vital for applying knowledge to real world scenarios. So they enable you to make calculations, solve equations, and finding solutions to a problem. So the third one is visualizing and modeling. So this kind of visualizing and modeling kuno kay kanang these skills sets helps you to represent abstract informations in a concrete way. Yeah. Kuan sa din siya kanang it involves kanang creating visuals, representations, diagrams, graphs, and models to understand and explain complex ideas. So, the fourth one is representing and communicating. So, kani siya diri kay kanang effective communications, kay kanang essential for sharing ideas, collaborations, and representing findings or presenting a findings. So, this skill ko no kay kanang set involves using kanang language, visuals, and other tools to clearly and concisely convey information. So the kanang fifth one is conjecturing, reasoning, probing, and decision making. So kani diri kay kanang these skills are central to the scientific methods and critical thinking. So they involve forming kanang hypotheses, developing logical arguments, testing ideas, and making informed decision. So the sixth one is applying and connecting. So kani ko nga skill kay kanang sit involves na kuno siya kanang sa thinking, knowledge gained from different areas and applying it to solve real world problems. So it's about making connections between seemingly disparate concepts. So kani siya nga mga skills kay are interconnected and work together to enable to effective learning, problem solving, and decision making. By developing these skills kuno kay involve individuals can become more adaptable, creative, and successful in various fields. So, ari na sa values and attitudes in mathematics. So, there is a 5 values and attitudes of mathematics. So, the first one is accuracy. The second one is creativity. The third one is objectivity. And the fourth one is perseverance. And the fifth one is productivity. So the first one is accuracy. So ang accuracy kuno kay in work occurrence attentions to deals and precision which are crucial in academic and professional settings. It builds trust and reliability. So the second one is creativity. So creativity kuno kay is fosters innovations and original thinking. It allows students to approach problems from different angles and develop unique solutions. So the third one is objectivity. So objectivity kuno kay promotes critical thinking and peer assessments of information. It encourages students to evaluate ideas based on evidence rather than biases. So the fourth one is perseverance. So perseverance kuno kay instills resilience and determinations. So it teaches students to overcome challenges and setbacks in their learning journeys. So, the fifth one is productivity. So, productivity kuno kay kanang emphasizes effective time management and goal setting. So nga naman daw. So kana it helps students prioritize tasks and work efficiently. So mao siya ang 5 attitudes nga or kanang values and attitudes in mathematics. Mo na siya. So ari na sad ta sa appropriate tools for mathematical instruction. So naa siya 5 ka appropriate tools for mathematical instruction. So the first one is manipulative objects. The second one is measuring devices. The third one is calculators and computers. And the fourth one is smartphones and tablets. And the last one is the internet. So, kanang manipulative objects kay provide hands-on experiences that help students visualize and understand abstract concepts through concrete representation. So, example ana niya kay kanang using books or using blocks for addition. So, ang ikaduha kay measuring devices. So, ang kuan na niya kay connect sa kanang math to real world applications, emphasizing accuracy and precisions in measurements. So, example kay using rollers for lengths. So, ang ikatulo kay calculators and computers. So, diha kay kanang streamline complex calculations, allowing focus on kanang problem solvings and providing visual representations on concepts. So, example ana niya kay graphing functions. So, kanang the fourth one is smartphones and tablets. So, dire kay kanang no naman jud kayo nino kay kanang there are kanang a lot of people nga nag-use ani. So, kanang ang kuana na niya kay kanang offering portable access to interactive apps and educate nawano sa kanang kuan sa iyaha pa lang kanang kuan daan interactive apps and kanang educational resources kay kanang sa dire educational resources kay kanang sa diri nga kanang smartphones and tablets kay diri ta nikuha og mga resources sa ato ang pag-eskwela. Diri ta nagkuha kay for example sa Google nagkuha ta og kanang mga information, nag-search ta mga informations or resources nga atong makuhaan na sa ato ang kanang topic nga i-provide sa ilaha. For example lang na ha. So kanang kuan sad kanang making learning convenient and personalized. Personalized na to. So everyday ta nag-use og smartphones, tablets na everyday ta nag-use ana. So mo na siya nga kanang personalized yun na siya sa ato So examples kay math games apps mo na siya. So the fifth one is the internet. So kanang kanisa diri kay nag-provide ka og vast resources. Parihara sad good na sa ato ang giingon ganina nga sa diri sa smartphones kay kanang resources man sa tuno kay kanang naggamit man ta ato kanang sa atong personalized sa dira sa tablets na sa smartphone. So kani diri sa internet kay nag-provide sa taog mga resources kay kanang sa akong giingon kay sa Google. So diri sa internet kay nagkuan man sad ta kay kanang need man sad gid nato na nga kanang mag-use ta ana everyday. Dili sa dingon sa everyday no kay kanang kuan man taron kanang new generation na ba taron. So nag-provide jud ta og mga internet. So nag-provide jud ta og internet nga makuhaan na ang mga resources. So kanang including kanang tutorials and collaborative platforms, enhancing accessibility and fostering community learning. So example anak niya kay online math forums. Ano siya na. So ang overall ani nga kanang pagkuan ani nga kanang appropriate tools kay kanang these tools make math learning dynamic, engaging and effective by promoting interactions real world connections, and personalized experiences. Mo na siya. So, context and mathematical learning. So, naa siya lima ka context and mathematical learning. The first one is beliefs. The second one is environment. And the third one is language. And the fourth one is culture. And the fifth one is prior knowledge and experiences. So, ari sa beliefs kay student efficiency and attitudes towards math influenced their motivations and persistence. Yeah, negative beliefs can lead to anxiety and avoidance. So ang diri mo ano siya nga kanang negative beliefs daw kay can lead to anxiety and avoidance. So the second one is environment. So ari diri kay kanang a supportive classroom, climate and access to resources promotes positive learning. Yeah. Home environments that value education also play a crucial role. So the third one is language. So dire kay language understanding mathematical language is kanang essential language barriers can kanang hinder comprehension, yeah, especially for non-native speakers. So kanang dire kay sa culture kay kanang the fourth one is culture. So dire kay cultural values shapes attitudes towards math and biases in teaching can create barriers niya. Dir ko ansad kanang culturally kanang responsive teaching helps make learning inclusive. So the fifth one is prior knowledge and experiences. Kanang dire kay a strong foundations in prior math knowledge niya kanang kuan daw kanang vital for kanang building new understanding niya dire kay kanang real world connections enhance relevance and engagement. So kanang sa overall ani niya nga kanang kuan ani nga kanang context kay kanang these factors are interconnected and significantly influence students' engagement, yeah, motivations, and success in math. Yeah. Addressing them can lead to more effective and equitable learning experiences. So let's move on to learning theories in mathematics. So na siya lima ka learning theories in math or mathematics. So the first one is experiential and situated learning. And the second one is reflective learning. And the third one is constructivism. And the fourth one is cooperative learning. And the fifth one is discovery inquiry based learning. So arita sa experiential situated learning. So diri siya kay kanang students learn by doing in real world context. Example, budgeting for a school trip. Mao na siya ang example sa experiential and situated learning. So the second one is reflective learning. So diri siya sa reflective learning kay students think critically about their learning process, identifying strengths and weaknesses. So for example, ano niya kay reflecting on problem solving strategies. So the third one is constructivism. So dire kay students build their own understanding through interactions and exploration. So example ano niya kay open-ended math problem and group discussions. Kay dira constructivism. So the fourth one is cooperative learning. So dire kay students work together in groups, kanang nag-cooperate sila ba kanang by in group scenario daw or sa by group daw kay silang tanan kay involved siya, cooperate gid sila as learning niya kuan sad siya fostering collaborations mao na siya collaborations and peer learning. Example ani niya kay kana laging group project and peer tutoring. Yeah. Ari na sa fifth one, which is discovery inquiry based learning. So there siya kay kanang students explore math through kanang investigations and experiments. So example niya diri kay hands-on activities to discover patterns and relationships. Nga this kanang this approaches daw kay kanang kani kuno nga mga kuan nga kanang nga mga theories kani kuno mga theories kay these approaches encourage active learning, problem solving, and real world connections, making math kanang learning more engagements and meaningful. So, ayon na sa the rules of mathematics education. So sa pag-summary na to ani niya kay kanang the Philippine Mathematics Framework emphasizes active learning, problem solving, and positive attitudes towards in math. Nya, kuan sad siya kanang it aims to kanang develop students mathematical competence for real-world applications. Nya, kuan sad kanisad kay math contributes to society through kanang advancements in science and technology, kanang to individual development through kanang critical thinking skills, and to the economy through innovations and data analysis. Mo na siya nga akong pag-summary na sa the rules of mathematics education. So ari na sad ta sa seventh learning principle. So the first one principle. So ang principle 1 kuno kay math is more than just kanang calculations. It's about kanang understanding and applying concepts. So ang the principle 2 kuno kay a positive learning environment with resources and collaboration helps students learn best. So ang principle kanang 3 daw kay active learning through explorations and problem solving leads to deeper understanding. And the fourth principle kuno kay using various tools like kanang manipulatives and technology enhances learning for different students. Ya ang principle 5 kuno kay assessment kanang should guide instructions and provides feedbacks, not just test knowledge. So the principle 6 kuno kay kanang positive attitudes and a growth mindsets are crucial for student success. Nya ang principle 7 kay community involvement makes kanang math learning more relevant and provides supports for students. Mo na siya ang each kanang kuan ako kanang each principle nga pag kuan ako sa ako sa learning principles. So ari na sad ta sa kanang let's move on to kanang 9 teaching principle. So ang principle 1 kuno kay teachers know your math differ, not just how to solve problems. And sa principle 2 kuno kay make math real for students, connect it to their lives. So kanang ang principle 3 kay get students actively involved, not just passive listeners. Nga ang principle 4 kuno be patient, math takes time, encourage perseverance. And principle 5 kuno kay expect the best for or from all students. Yeah, regardless of their kanang background. Imo siya ikuan lang sa ilang background. Ang principle 6 kuno kay use assessments to improve teaching and learning, not just for grades only. Nya ang principle 7 kay stay up to date on math advancements to be a better teacher, Nya ang principle 8 kay technology is not a tool. Don't let it replace understanding. Ang principle 9 kay keep learning, sharing your knowledge, and grow as a teacher. So let's move on to a vision of a fully competent of mathematics teachers. So there are six. So the first one is mathematics content knowledge, mathematical pedagogical knowledge, general pedagogical knowledge, classroom management skills, mathematical dispositions, professional development. So the first one is mathematics content knowledge, or what we call MCQ. So sa diri kay understanding math concepts, so na siya mga principles and how to solve a problem. So sa ikaduha kay sa mathematical pedagogical knowledge, or what we called MPK, is knowing how students learn math and using effective teaching methods niya. Sa ikatulo kay general pedagogical knowledge, or what we call GPK, is understanding classroom management, creating a positive learning environment and engaging students. So about siya sa classroom. So sa diri sa ikaupat kay classroom management skills. So creating a safe and protective learning environment by establishing rules and managing behavior. So diri sa ikalima kay mathematical disposition kay having a positive attitude, or inana attitude towards maths and a desire to help students learn. Nya ang sa kinalasan kay professional development kay continuously learning and growing as a teacher through workshop, conference, and research. So let's move on to level of teachers growth and development. So naa siya'y upat. So novice og emerging, accomplished og expert. So sa novice kay new to teaching, learning the basics. So mao na siya ang pasabot sa novice niya. Ang sa emerging kay gaining experience, developing their own styles. Nya sa ikatulo accomplished kay highly skilled. Nya adapting to students needs. Nya ang ikaupat kay expert. So expert na kay siya ba kanang leading, innovating, and sharing knowledge. That's all for today. Thank you for listening, exploring the core of math education, a midterm recap.